Long letter to the War Office demanding that we should have wireless sets without delay.
What happened to that very strong letter to the War Office demanding Bren guns, sir?
We're not discussing guns now, Wilson. Now, in the event of the wireless sets not arriving before Adolf kicks off, I intend to capture some from his first wave.
Sir, I should like to volunteer to be in charge of the Nazi wireless set capturing party, sir. I should enjoy that.
Yes, all right, Corporal. That's something we can come to much later on.
I would like to suggest, sir, that we only use our bayonets so we do not destroy the Nazi wireless machines with our bullets.
Yes, it's a very good suggestion. I'll make a note of that.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, the point is this, that having obtained the wireless sets, how do we send a message?
They usually say, calling all cars, there's a stick up at the corner of 93rd and 7th.
I don't think that would help us very much, Frank.
Plenty of stick-ups when old Jonesy gets let loose with his bayonet.
Yes, all right. Now, I have studied the correct procedure, so if you'll all pick up your wireless sets, I'll show you. Incidentally, I'm very grateful to everybody who supplied these cocoa tins and treacle tins. I see some of them had some Old English humbugs in.
I once lost a stopping out of a tooth with an Old English humbug.
Yeah, toffees are worse, sir. I broke me up a set with a toffee once.
I once choked on a gobstopper.
That's right, Frank. I'd forgotten that. You're quite right, I've forgotten.
Uncle had to bang me on the back. And I met him for banging me too hard.
Yeah, all right. Don't let's do it, please.
Marshmallows.
I beg your pardon?
Marshmallows. Kinder on the teeth.
Good. Now, as you no doubt remember from your childhood, if you speak into the tin at one end, you will hear the voice in the tin at the other, provided, and this is most important, provided that you keep the string absolutely tight.
Turkish delight was nice and soft.
Fraser. What have I just said?
We've got to be absolutely tight.
No, I'm asking Frank.
I'm sorry, sir. My mind was wandering.
Now, as you know, with a wireless set, you cannot speak and hear at the same time, which is why the correct procedure has to be adopted. So, you'll just hang on there. I'll show you what the... I'll show you what the correct procedure is. Right, thank you, Jones. Now, when we first set the switch set on, we're in the listening position. So everybody listen. All right?
I think I
Sorry, sir, my communication cord's a bit short, sir.
All right, everyone in the listening position, please.
I think I could hear the sea.
You must have a pilchard tin.
Wilson, put that to your ear, will you?
I'm sorry, sir, but there's a little bit of an Old English humbug stuck at the bottom of this tin. I'd rather like to have it.
How can out with this pencil?
Look, leave it where it is for the time being. Wilson!
All right.
Put it to your ear,
Sorry, sir.
please.
We'll do it later. Right.
Now, to commence proceedings, I put the microphone to my mouth and I speak into it thus.
Hello, all stations Charlie 1. Hello, all stations Charlie 1. Report by signals, all stations Charlie 1. Over.
Was it quite clear to everybody?
Speaking for myself, I never heard a single one.
I heard your voice with the tin, sir. It was terribly good. It really was. Absolutely wonderful.
Yes, well, what I was saying was, hello, all stations Charlie 1. Hello, all stations Charlie 1. Report my signals, all stations Charlie 1. Over.
What's Charlie 1?
But Charlie 1 is Sergeant Wilson's call sign. I was using the call sign.
Well, how do we know who's who?
It's perfectly simple, really. I'm saying hello to all of you, you see. And Wilson is Charlie 1, Fraser's Charlie 2, you're Charlie 3, Charlie 4, Charlie 5, and so on.
But if you're speaking to me, sir, why don't you say hello, Charlie 2?
Because you would say that if you were speaking to me. You would say hello, Charlie 2.
Ah, you mean I say hello to me?
No, you're saying hello to me.
Why don't I say hello, Charlie 1?
Well, because that's not the way it's done.
Excuse me, are we all Charlie ones too?
Now, let us imagine for the time being that all this side is headquarters and we're all saying hello, all stations Charlie 1. All right, now let's do this
Just a
together.
moment, sir.
Yeah.
My name really is Charlie. Now, does that make any difference?
No, not at all. Right, come along. All together now.
Hello, all stations Charlie 1. Hello, all stations Charlie 1.
Yes, that wasn't really very good, was it?
Yes, sir, why can't we use Boy Scouts, sir? They can run very fast and they can nip through little holes in the hedges, sir. Boy Scouts are very good at that sort of thing.
Shall we have another go?
Yes.
Right.
Hello, Mr. Yeatman.
Hello, Mr. Rogers. Sorry to hear about your headquarters last night.
Yeah, blown to bits it was.
Did you suffer any personal loss or injury?
Only my spare trousers.
What a blessing you wasn't in them.
I'll say a splinter went right through the seat.
The good Lord must have been watching over you.
He was. I was in the boozer.
He moves in a mysterious way, his wonders to perform.
Yes. Is Napoleon in?
Yes, but you're not to let him worry you, because the vicar says you can use his office and anything else you want.
Yes. Well, I better word with the town clerk, so I shouldn't have any trouble.
Well, you must have somewhere to do your air raid precautions, mustn't you? Otherwise, where will we all be?
Well, thank you, Mr. Yeatman.
I'm very glad your lot are here. It's been all tribulation with Mannering.
Is it? Right.
What's tribulation?
Well, it's...
Right, now we'll follow with you, Wilson.
Right.
Just
Speaking-
a minute, sir. Before you go any further, do you know, sir, if you pull these through in a certain way, sir, they make a noise like a chicken who's about to pass an egg. Do you know, sir? You listen up,
All right.
Blimey! What are you teaching them? Cat's cradle? Come on, underneath this lot. Come on. Just a minute.
What exactly do you think you're doing?
I think you and I better have a talk in the office, private like.
I don't wish to speak to you at all.
Well, you're going to have to, so let's get cracking.
Take over, Wilson, will you? Don't take a minute. Hold that, Joe.
Right, sir.
Now, look here, Hodges.
No, you look here, Mannering. My headquarters has been put out of action, and I've official permission to use these premises here.
On whose authority?
See for yourself. Yep. Now, I'm a reasonable sort of man. I know you and I have had our differences in the past, but we are both on the same side, and I want to be generous. I don't want to, I don't want to, be standoffish, and I'm prepared to go shares with you. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Now, this half here with your chair you can have. This half here is me, right? Draw a line here like this. Got it? There we are, down the wall.
Just a moment. What are you doing?
Well, now, when it comes to the desk, you keep your stuff over there, and I'll keep my stuff over here, right?
How dare you mark my desk?
I've only been trying to fair and reasonable.
Got this out at once.
Yeah, and I shall chalk it again. I can chalk quicker than you can rub, mate. Yeah, that'll be enough of that. Now, you probably noticed both the doors here are in my half. Now, I want to be fair, so I'm going to draw a chalk line on the floor like this here. There we are, and another one like this here. Now, that's Tom Tiddler's ground.
Oh, I've had enough of
The
this
idea?
nonsense.
You're standing on my bit, get off. Now, the only thing I have to insist on is the telephone. That has to be on my side.
Oh, no, it doesn't. That is my artery of communication. If Hitler invades anywhere along the coast first, that is how I shall learn of it.
Yes, and it's my artery every time the siren sounds. If Hitler's coming, I'll take a message for you.
That stays there, and I'll give you 5 seconds to get out of my office.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going.
Oh, right. Wilson! Jones! Escort this person from my headquarters.
Look, mate, I'm staying. This is my headquarters.
Carry my orders out.
Right, so would you mind awfully leaving the office as the captain says?
Look, I've got official permission. There it is in black and white.
If you don't move out of here, you'll get this right up you, and you will not like it.
Now, look here, Gandhi.
What?
Look, you haven't heard the last of this. I'm telling you, you haven't heard the last of it. Get off.
Well done, Jones.
I don't like the old cold steel, sir. Most of them cannot countenance it.
Let's resume our lecture.
He's done it this time. He's done it.
Whatever's up, Mr. Rogers? You look as if you're a soul in torment.
Fetch him. Fetch the vicar. It's that Mannering. Oh, I shall have to sit down. I'll have one of my funny turns.
You sit down here and I'll get his reverence.
He threatened me with a bayonet.
Never.
It's true, a bayonet.
He who liveth by the sword shall die by the sword. And that goes for bayonets and all.
Now, you're not going over when I say over. So let's do it in turn, shall we all? My file will say it first, and then Wilson's file will say it after. All right, 1, 2, 3. Over. Yes, that's better. That's much better.
I think I got the hang of it, sir. Can I do it on my own?
Well, we're not quite ready for that, Jones.
Oh, let me go solo. Let me go solo, sir.
Oh, very well.
This should be good.
Hello, all stations, Charlie 1. Hello, all stations, Charlie 1. Report my signals, all stations, Charlie 1. Over.
That was very good, Jones.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Excellent. You got that quite correct.
Thank you very much, sir. I bet they all thought I couldn't do that.
You did it beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not such a fool as I may think I am.
All right, now let's try it again. Tighten your strings. Right. Now keep the strings tight. Whatever you...
I have given Mr. Hodges here permission to use my office. Now I understand he's been molested.
Look, Vicar, I'm very busy. Supposing I see you in my office in 20 minutes' time.
It is not your office, it is my office, and I have lent it to Mr. Hodges.
What did I say? I told him, didn't I? I told him.
You did?
You are interrupting vital training for the defense of the realm. Kindly go away.
No, I will not, and I want to get to my office, so kindly take all your silly little bits of string out of my way.
I will not.
Well, I shall report you to the bishop and to the police.
Oh, that was a damn childish.
Don't you profane his reverence like that.
Don't let's have any impertinence from you either.
Oh, so that's the way it is it? Follow me, Vicar.
Well, I think it's a cheek Hodges using this as his ARP headquarters.
Well, I can't see old Mannering being pushed around much longer. I mean, after all, he's tried to cooperate, but what can you do with a bloke like Hodges? I mean, he's so dead common.
You're right there, Joe. He is common.
One thing I can't stand is common people.
I know that you're being quite fair, you know. Mr. Hodges does a very good job as ARP warden, and it's a dangerous job, too.
Well, I don't say he don't do it well. All I say is he does it uncouth.
If only Mr. Mannering had put a curse on him.
A curse? How can he put a curse on anybody?
I've seen it done, eh?
When?
Nigh on 50 years ago, when I was trading coral in the South Seas with a friend of mine.
Was that the one that got eaten by a squid?
No, son. This is a different friend. Jethro, his name was. One day, we were anchored off a wee island, about 20 miles west of Samoa. And Jethro told me that he'd heard that there was a ruined temple in the center of the island with a huge idol that had a ruby the size of a duck's egg set in its forehead. She was determined to get it. So as soon as it was dark, we rowed ashore, armed to the teeth, and set off through the jungle to find the temple. After about 2 hours hacking our way through the undergrowth, we came to a clearing. There was the temple, the ruined temple, covered with jungle creepers. The place was deserted. We crept inside, and there it was. A huge idol with a great ruby in its forehead. As the shafts of moonlight struck down through the holes in the roof, it burned like fire. Jethro gave a cry of triumph, jumped up on the idol, and hacked the ruby out of its forehead with his knife. All this time, I could feel eyes, horrible unseen eyes, staring at us. I could stand it no longer. I shouted, "Let's get out!" And we turned to go, and then we saw it. Barring our way in the doorway was the witch doctor. He gave a scream that turned my blood to ice. He shook a bunch of bones in Jethro's face, and he cursed him. After all these years, I can still hear that terrible curse. "Death!" he screamed. "Death!"